Hey, this is Ryan of Happy Healthy Vegan. So Piers Morgan is back at it again with another hateful, bigoted attack against a vegan. Yes, I said the bigot word and I'll explain more later on. So on this particular episode of Piers' show, he had a vegan activist on to defend the actions of a group known as Animal Rebellion who staged protests at high-end steakhouse type restaurants in England. And Piers doesn't believe vegans have the right to free speech and to peaceful protest. Somehow we're second-rate citizens, second-class citizens that have limitations that other groups don't have. More bigotry on Piers' part. I was afraid that this vegan activist, his name is Nathan, I was afraid that he was going to get like railroaded by Piers like the last time I saw a vegan activist appear on a show. She didn't have a chance. He just shouted over her the whole time. Nathan, on the other hand, he was ready to go, and he actually called out Piers to his face many times when he's doing typical Piers Morgan nonsense. Anyway, let's jump right in.
Now they've targeted a high-end steakhouse in London, and the waitresses did what many have wanted to do with these protesters for a while. Take a look.
So to prove his point, Piers is going to provide here some apparently cell phone shot video footage of the result of this protest by the vegan activist group. So I want to forewarn you guys, this is some really hardcore stuff. It might be really shocking, so if you're easily offended, don't watch this next bit.
Thank you for the market. Night. Thank you very much, ladies.
So yeah, peaceful resistance there. I was just joking about the hardcore graphic footage. So I want to show that, Piers and these other sensationalists try to make vegan protests sound like this horrific, gross, crazy, hardcore thing, and it's typically not. It's usually very peaceful.
Well, joining me now is Animal Rebellion spokesman Nathan McGovern and celebrity chef Aldo Zilli. Good to see you both. Nathan, start with you. I don't like vegans very much. I don't think any of you are very healthy.
What, Piers? You don't like vegans very much? Like, why? Are you bigoted? And I know Nathan was talking over him there, and you said, I don't think any of you are very healthy. Like, what the hell are you talking about, Piers? Like, first of all, let's look at the definition of veganism. It has nothing to do with being a health movement or anything like that. It's a stance against animal cruelty and exploitation. But the fact of the matter is that a vegan diet can be healthy. I mean, where's your data? Show us your science. You said I just don't think you guys are healthy. Who cares what you think? You're not a doctor or a health professional. You're just giving us some unscientific, non-evidence-based, bigoted opinion.
Oh, I'm not surprised by that.
Yeah, I think you all look pretty pasty-faced and unhealthy to me. But that's your choice.
Well, all you vegans look pasty-faced and unhealthy to me. Well, first of all, Piers Morgan, you're talking about looking healthy. Are you serious? You really you think this vegan activist here eats a healthy, balanced vegan diet, as he reveals later? You think you look way healthier than this guy that's like probably a third your age? Like, come on, that's just plain ridiculous. But let's talk about the bigotry here for a second, because you might be able to tell I am not fully a white person or anything. I'm 3/4 Chinese, and I've experienced racism throughout my life, sad to say, and I know what it's like. The people, all you Chinese guys have like slanty eyes or smell funny or just weird stupid crap like that. These horrible, demeaning, hateful generalizations. Exactly what Piers Morgan is doing here. So he's not being racist, but he's using the same kind of bigoted, generalized stereotypes on a group of people. He's a bigot. He's a flat out bigot against vegans, which to me, bigots are low-life scumbags. And I guess that's what Piers Morgan is.
What I don't do is I don't go running into vegan restaurants and start screaming abuse at you all and have to be pulled out by people because you're ruining everyone's fun.
I mean, is he serious here? Is he being sincere, or is he really that dumb? Like, who in their right mind would go into a vegan restaurant and complain about abuse? I mean, abuse of what? The carrots? The broccoli? Like, this is complete insane ridiculousness.
Well, Piers, you've started on an absolute blinder today. I actually brought a little game with me for Aldo, perhaps the audience to play. It's a Piers Morgan vegan bingo. Maybe we get a zoom on that from the camera. And you've actually just ticked off Warner, straight away, I'll just go with that. We're looking at row or a column already.
I mean, this is wonderfully great. I can't tell you how pleased I am to see Nathan here pulling out his Piers Morgan bingo, all the typical, nonsensical, knee-jerk reactions that Piers Morgan always throws out against vegans. So I guess he already hit a couple here before we even really get started. And I wonder if Nathan's seen any of my videos, because I've called Piers Morgan out on all these things that Nathan's ticking off on the Piers Morgan vegan bingo.
Within years, technology like precision fermentation, alt protein, is going to produce the exact same products that you love right now, using a fraction of the land, producing a fraction of the
But I
carbon
like
footprint.
eating meat.
Yes, I believe Nathan's describing lab-grown meat. Yeah, if you like eating meat, this is meat. It's not like Beyond Meat or Impossible Meat or something like that. It's made out of plants. It's actual meat, but not produced by killing animals. So if you love eating meat, Piers, you can keep eating meat. But his little pea brain doesn't seem to be able to grasp this concept.
It's the exact same product.
No, but I
Piers.
like eating meat.
Fine. You'll be eating the exact same product.
In fact, the
but without
more you guys do
expectation
this
of
kind of thing,
animals.
the more meat I want to eat.
That's absolutely fine,
It's
Piers.
true. You
That's
do.
fine. That's
Yeah, that's totally fine, Piers. Just eat all the lab-grown meat that you want. Eat it 24/7. Go carnivore on lab-grown meat, Piers. That'd be awesome.
Literally, it's a bit. Honestly, it's true. The more stuff you do like this,
Sorry, I
you
didn't catch that. It's true, is it? You've said that about 3 times. I didn't quite
What's
catch
true?
it. That you like eating meat.
Yes.
Oh, thanks. I didn't get it the first 3 times.
I have to say how pleased I am to finally see a vegan call out Piers Morgan to his face on his TV show. It's about effing time.
How committed a vegan are you?
How committed a vegan am I?
I mean, is Piers just incapable of saying anything but stupid? I mean, this is the stupidest question. How committed of a vegan are you? You're vegan or you're not. You either believe animal cruelty and exploitation is wrong or you don't. And if you believe animal cruelty and exploitation is wrong, you don't consume animal products. You don't become like a level 5,000 vegan. Either you're vegan or you're not.
Do you drink almond milk?
Oh, you've ticked off another one. Fantastic,
You want-
Piers.
Yeah, good job getting another Piers Morgan bingo there with almond milk. Yeah, of course he's going to bring up almond milk. Yeah, Piers Morgan has this appeal to perfection fallacy, the nirvana fallacy. He believes that vegans are perfect beings that cause no suffering or harm to any insects or anything in the world. And there is some harm to bees often in almond farming. So yeah, veganism's null and void. Since a bee might get harmed in almond farming, let's just consume animal products and slaughter 80 billion animals a year because of almond milk.
You
Does
are
it have-
on an absolute
Does it have
roll.
answering questions?
I don't. I'll keep that one hidden from you.
Just quick-
Take the fun
Can
out
you
of the
just
game.
answer questions? Otherwise, it's not much of an interview. I mean, you have your little chart, but do you drink almond milk?
No.
Do you eat almonds?
No.
Do you eat avocado?
No.
What do you eat? What do you drink?
Again, does everything that come out of Piers' mouth have to be stupid? I mean, yeah, vegans, we just eat almonds and avocados. Yeah, what a crazy fantasy. Like, who eats almonds and avocados as the basis of their diet? I mean, it's really easy to be vegan and consume very little or no almonds and avocados. What do you eat then if you don't eat almonds and avocados? Just pure stupid, Piers.
I love seasonal British fruit and veg.
Right.
I love supporting British farmers. I love going to a farmer's market, seeing what they have to offer.
So there just went Piers's fantasy of this vegan consuming avocados grown halfway across the world, destroying the environment and flying them over and polluting all our air and everything. That's Piers's weird fantasy. Nope. This vegan activist consumes local British produce, supporting local British farmers. So take that, Piers. So by the way, Piers, how often do you go to farmers markets? Just curious.
I love eating a plant-based
But most
diet.
science now says that if you don't have a balanced diet, it's actually unhealthy for you.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes, Piers got one thing right here. Has hell finally frozen over? Yes, indeed, Piers. If you review position statements of health organizations from around the world, they are clear in what they say about what constitutes a healthy diet, and it's a well-balanced, well-planned, sensible vegan diet, nutritionally adequate for all people. So, but it doesn't say anything about eating meat in there, does it, Piers? So, he isn't right at all.
That's why a plant-based diet, a balanced plant-based diet is healthy.
They have no respect for meat eaters, but if we were doing the same thing to them, they'd all go nuts, right, wouldn't you? You'd all go nuts. If I came running into your little vegan hellholes and began screaming abuse, you'd all throw your toys out the pram, as you do on a daily basis.
Again, more anti-vegan bigotry there. Your vegan hellholes? Like, how are vegan restaurants hellholes compared to what's on the plate at restaurants like these steakhouses that Piers loves so much? Those are hellholes. That's the industry of death right there on a plate. But no, come to a vegan restaurant, yeah, eating fresh produce, yeah, such horrors, huh? Seeing potatoes and broccoli, yeah, it's so frightening.
But why do you have to go and do a restaurant and disrupt our business, disrupt the customers? In fact, in January, we always do a veganuary, and we go through a lot of different ingredients to create menus for you guys.
No, it's actually a good question, Aldo. And actually, it's fantastic that you create fantastic vegan dishes. The fact of the matter is, when we look at high-end restaurants, you know, Salt-Based restaurant, Manor up in Manchester that was also disrupted at the weekend, these are symbols of a broken system. You know,
why? Because he makes nice
symbols
food.
of a broken system where, you know, there's 1,500 quid getting charged for a steak.
Indeed, Animal Rebellion targets these high-end luxury restaurants, not little tiny mom and pop shops just trying to get by. On their Instagram post there, they say, why are they doing it at this restaurant? Because luxury dining represents exploitation, environmental devastation, and inequality. We are in a cost of living crisis and a climate and ecological crisis. Yet in the UK, a rich minority are dining on literal gold-coated steaks. These luxury restaurants are famous for their meat, with diners feasting on meals with the highest environmental impact that rely on the exploitation of workers, animals, and our natural world, and we cannot afford to continue this way.
Fine,
so what's the point of it all? What does it achieve? None of you make me want to change my mind. I just think, what annoying little squits.
Well, we can't help it, Piers, that you're a closed-minded bigot who will never change, but vegan activism is about raising awareness to the general population. So it's not all about you, Piers. So if you're going to just keep on not listening, that's on you, but you don't represent the general population. I know you think you do because you're a narcissist, but you're just one dude.
You're just all too annoying. So the British public don't like annoying people.
Wow, Piers got a second thing right. Yes, the British public doesn't like annoying people, and they don't like bigots, and that's why your ass got booted off Good Morning Britain.
I am going to start running into vegan restaurants.
That's fine. Go for
just
it.
Shouting
that's your
and being
right,
annoying
that's your right
and
to protest,
grabbing
Piers.
tables, and so you can't eat your gruel.
And we should make Piers Morgan bigot bingo. There's another Piers Morgan bigot comment there, calling all vegan food, generalizing the totality of all the plants we eat as being nothing more than gruel.
And just see how you lot like it. I'm going to go to your house and chop paint all over it.
Piers, you've got a right to protest. Oof, you've got me another one.
Take it off your bingo.
Fantastic.
Take it off your bingo, son.
So I'm glad my man Nathan got another bingo checked off here. But now Piers just pulls off a completely stupid a-hole stunt. Yeah, total dick move. Oh, let's eat steak in front of the vegan activist. Oh my God, I'll show him. I'll show that vegan activist not to go in and complain in a steakhouse.
I love eating steak. I'm not going to stop eating steak.
Yeah.
And the very last thing on earth that will stop me eating steak.
Wait, you just said you'll never stop eating steak. So why are you going to tell us what would not ever stop you from eating steak? You said you would never stop.
It's people like you with your pasty faces running into our restaurants telling us to stop eating steak.
Oh God, Piers, you're such a bigot. Vegans are not pasty-faced people. And to generalize us all as that just shows what a complete bigot you are. I mean, let's get real here. People in England are not the darkest skinned people in the world. Yeah, I live in Southern California here. We get way more sunshine than you. We're a more southern latitude. We go to the beach all the time and stuff. And yeah, when I say English people, yeah, you guys look a little bit more pale than we do generally, but I know it's because of your genetics and your climate out there. But to say that's just a vegan thing out there, no. Yeah, it's like when I see you guys in England, I'm not seeing a bunch of like super suntan people or anything. This is complete nonsense.
That's the very last thing I'm going to do.
Absolutely.
Because you don't represent to me
Piers.
vitality or good health. You just all look like you want a good bit of steak.
I'm not one for cancel culture or anything, but how many reasons do we need here to get Piers like taken off the air? First of all, he's a bigot here saying vegans can't be healthy or have vitality. And secondly, this is pure misinformation. I mean, as I showed earlier, there's a scientific consensus on the matter of the healthfulness of vegan diets. Yes, and appropriately planned vegan diets are nutritionally adequate for all people. So shut up with the bigotry and misinformation.
It's important for our well-being, for getting healthy. If you work out in the gym like I do, I need to have maybe some good protein.
Yeah.
And if
Oh my God, I mean, this whole show is just riddled with misinformation. Oh, I gotta eat meat because I lift weights. I mean, I do too. And there's professional weightlifters, bodybuilders, professional athletes of all sports all around the world who work out. And we don't need to eat meat in order to make strength gains and muscle gains. It's just complete nonsense. Just look up vegan bodybuilding. You'll see what I'm talking about. I mean, I should end this pretty soon. I'm sorry that my video is quite long, but there's just so much bad going on in this Piers Morgan interview. I want to give kudos though to Nathan for standing up to Piers in front of him on his show, so that's pretty brave and it needed to be done. And I just went in this show by just touching on a subject that I've been talking about this whole time, which is bigotry towards vegans, because this needs to end. I mean, yeah, if you are a bigot on TV or in social media against people of color or LGBTQ, you often get canceled. There's consequences and repercussions, but vegans are open game right now. I mean, we need to have some more protections too, because we're a persecuted minority, if you will. We only represent a couple, like 2-3% of the population, but so many people come after us with hate for no reason other than our choice not to consume animal products. Yet people will hate us, they'll generalize about us like Piers did throughout this entire video, calling us pasty and unhealthy and so on, and this is just complete wrong, and society needs to rethink about how vegans are mistreated by a lot of people. Trust me, if you want to come to my Friday live streams every Friday 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, you'll see what I mean. They're generally fun and cool, but yeah, from time to time we'll get these exact bigoted types coming here and saying this complete hateful nonsense to my face on the live stream. So anyway guys, I'm gonna end this. Like I said, it's quite long, so hit like, share this video, and let me know down below what you think of my take about bigotry and veganism, because odds are you've probably experienced it yourself too, so let me know what you think about this. Alright guys, until next time, remember, doesn't suck being vegan.